standing and sitting down the shoreline here. So, guys, all of the folks that are local that are coming here to watch today, this is the jump event for barefooting. It's our finals. We got 3 males, 3 females that have made it to the finals, and each athlete's going to get 3 chances to go that ramp, see how far they can fly, and put a big score on the board. So the way it works is they get 3 chances to jump. The biggest score they can land and ski away from, that is the distance they will keep as a score.
Hey, and Ben, we're just doing a few calculations up here, Ben, on that overall, buddy, and it's going to be just quickly with Dale Stevens, the US team coach and manager here. Keith gets out somewhere near 29 metres. I think there's a chance, but Dave mustn't improve, so it's going to be like a 2 or 3 metre PB for Keith, but hey, you never know. We know what he's like. He's a clutch skier, Benny, and you know, you never say never in this sport, mate. We've seen stranger things happen.
That's right, mate. He pulled out a huge jump in the jump off, 26.3, so you know he's capable. Ladies and gentlemen, first jump on the water. Give her a hand all the way from United States, Lexi McCauley. Puts a jump on the board. She skis away, so she's going to have a positive score here. Smart skiing there from Lexi. She's fighting for that gold, silver, bronze position. We got 2 ladies in this event, Georgia Grow and Ashley Stebbings. Both of them can fly inverted. That's the Superman style. They're going to be jumping out around that 20-meter mark. I love not having to use feet because we're in a land of the Commonwealth now. So we're all meters all the way from here, Sansi. No more feet.
Yeah, mate. Lexi, good little jumper, Betty. I can't wait to see this girl in a couple of years, mate. You know, like I can see her getting inverted and getting up to that sort of 18, 19, 20-meter mark and adding another 1,500, 2,000 points to a trick run and a point or 2 in slalom in the next 18 months. And I think Georgia and Ash are going to have someone else like knocking right on the door, buddy. The way this girl turns and skis and even the way she jumps, she's an awesome little goer.
Definitely. She put up some really good scores this week in tricks. Up in the 5, close to that 6 range, just throwing down 3s, 5s, 7s, all that kind of stuff. But that jump is a big factor. I mean, you can test just as any of them. To go out there and try and jump inverted takes a lot of hard work, a lot of confidence, and it's a big mental game to try and invert off that ramp and commit yourself to flying through the air 20-plus meters.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's a tough one. You want to get good at it too. I know it cost me a fair bit over my career in the earlier days, and asked Ron Scarpa about jump, you know what I mean, until he really got it together. It cost him a few overall titles and cost me a few nationals here and there, so it's really important that, you know, you got all those 3 events nice and strong.
So that's a 10.9-meter jump for Lex McCauley. So that's a good score for her. She's going to be happy with that. She can go and push it out to 11 to 12 meters now. Next on the water, all the way from New Zealand, Brooke Fitch coming into the ramp now. Nice little pop off the ramp. Tidy jump. Skis it away. Probably going to be right around that 10-meter mark as well, Sansi. What do you think there?
Yeah, looked about the same, mate. Might be a little bit smaller, Benny. I don't know. It's hard to say from here where I'm sitting up in the booth with the TV screen. About 10-meter marks in that range. Nothing massive, but just that first little feel of that first round, that first jump in the final, get it on the board, and then these girls can fight it out.
Yep, definitely. Next on the water, Canada, put your hands together. She is your local hero. I have Becky Moynes-Meyer down here on the start dock. Anyone from Canada in the stands, let me hear it. Becky Moynes all the way from Canada. Come on, give her a round of applause. Becky, how you feeling going to the jump finals?
I'm excited.
There you go, short, sweet, to the point. She is excited. You could hear it in the voice there. So 11.3, Sansi?
11.3, mate. A little bit bigger than I thought, but I didn't get a really good look at Lexi's first one. I looked down out of the booth here. I looked down towards the jump, and there's a tree in the road, so I kind of missed it. But I watched Brooks on the TV there, so we'll have a little bit more of a feel as everyone gets their feelers out and works out what these jumps are. And absolutely, Becky Moynes jumping really, really nice in the first 2 rounds and sitting in third spot both times. And I'd love nothing more than this girl to go home with a medal. She deserves it. She's worked hard with her family to get this event up and running, her and Alan and the whole crew with Michelle and Dwight. And so make sure all the countries get right behind all these skiers, but give it a big cheer for the Canadian, Becky Moynes.
Absolutely right, Sansi. And careful what you say about that tree, otherwise I think we'll give it 2 minutes and Dwight have that thing cut down. So Dwight, we like the tree. Don't worry about it. It's a good tree. We can duck. Don't come drop it down, mate. Here comes Lexi McCauley. 11.3 is a score to beat right now. She comes into the ramp. Tidy little jump over again. I'm going to guess it was right around the 10-meter mark. Probably right on par with her first jump.
Yeah, that looked maybe a little bigger, Ben. Nice clean jump, speed and line of the jump and everything's all right. The girls have got to get their timing right, and you're going to be able to see a little bit better down there, Benny, what they need to do on the ramp than up here in the booth. But currently in the gold medal positions, Brooke at 11.3. That's the way it's going to roll. As soon as you get the biggest score on the board, you're going to be sitting right in that spot and making these other girls coming in behind you.
Yep, absolutely. To make into these top 5, as you can see, these ladies are really, really tidy and consistent on the ramp, eh? Really clean jump and really clean landings. You can see they're solid at what they do here.
Yeah, 10.7 there for Lexi on her second jump, so not quite enough to get over the top of Brooke at the moment. So she's got a 10.9 and a 10.7. And remember, to all the guys out there watching, it's the biggest jump, the biggest single jump by any skier goes towards the medals. So at the moment, with an 11.3, the Kiwis are sitting in gold position. Lexi McCauley from the USA is a 10.9. All right, guys, put your hands together. Lexi McCauley's back in the boat. Let's get behind these girls. Give her a cheer, everyone. All countries get behind Lexi. Let's get her up and going.
Let me see those USA flags wave. Come on, folks. Give her a cheer. Brooke Fitch coming to the jump for jump number 2, 11.3 on the board. She wants to get better than that. I don't know, Sandy. That was a tidy jump. It's gonna be close to that first jump there.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this girl. Benny Ivan's obviously been out of the sport for a long time, and I haven't seen Brooke ski much. But man, I tell you what, she really, really has a go. I love her style. She's nice and clean, nearly feet to feet jump there, and she just needs to get her timing a little bit better and stand up a little bit stronger on that ramp and use those legs and just get that extra half a meter, just to put a bit of pressure on Becky.
Absolutely. So the pressure's on Lexi McCauley here. She's got 2 jumps. Her biggest one so far is 10.7. 11.3 is the score to beat from Brooke Fitch. That was a 10.9, so not better than her first jump. So Lexi's going to know that down at the other end. 11.3 is the score to beat for her to jump into that first place position moving forward. And, you know, there's 5 people here, so you want to make sure that you're not sitting low straight off the cut. You want to try and get ahead as soon as you can so you can get yourself in the middle contention. She is the only US skier to jump here in the finals for the Open Ladies. So USA, I want to hear it. Give it your all as Lexi comes in for this next jump. Betsy Gilman, are you even present on the site? I can't hear you at all.
And we hope we hear everyone tonight, Benny. I've just had Dwight Williams, the absolute awesome host of this World Championships. This is his beautiful home and property. Just come and tapped me on the shoulder and said, remind that crowd that everyone is welcome tonight to come out and listen to the music, enjoy the celebrations of this World Barefoot Waterski Championships. Everyone's going to let their hair down tonight. And he said, just make sure that, you know, if you want to come out and have a beer and enjoy a bit of the festivities, it's not going to cost you anything to come and have a beer and listen to the band. Just make sure you come out and show your appreciation for Dwight and Michelle and Alan Moynes and his team. It's been an unbelievable event, this LOC's run. They just really need to take your hats off to those guys, Ben.
Lexi McCauley, folks, third and final jump. Here we go. Over the jump, she skis it away. I don't know if it's going to be enough, Stanzi.
Oh, it's close, Ben, isn't it? It's close.
It's going to be tight.
Yeah. When these girls are jumping like sort of, you know, 0.2, 0.4, 0.5 of a metre either way, it's really hard to pick how big they're going, you know. When they jump a metre or 2 bigger, it's kind of, you know, they've done it. But, yeah, I don't know whether that's going to be enough for Lexi to sneak over the top of Brooke, but hey.
And like you just said there, Sansi, Dwight's putting on this party tonight, and he is not one, if you can't indicate by the skiing conditions in sight we've had here, to do things in half measures. So it's going to be one hell of a party tonight. They got a great band. Smitty Kingston's playing with the boys. He was here on the opening ceremony night playing some absolute tunes on his guitar. He's got the whole band to back him up this time. I'm really excited to hang around for this after party tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, mate. And there is actually 3 bands as well, so they're going to get the momentum going.
10.7 for Lexi McCauley on that third jump there. So she's going to keep that 10.7. That's going to be her biggest jump at the finals there. Oh, 10.9, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she had that 10.9, mate, and a couple of 10.7. So currently sitting in the gold medal position at the moment, it's Brooke Fitch. And she's got one more jump to go, Benny. But as Becky Moynes out there in her John Deere tractor wetsuit, Team Canada, on your feet, everyone from all over the world. Now's the time to show your appreciation for the work that Becky's put into this World Championships. Give her a big cheer. She's sitting in the back of that Sanger boat supplied by Scott Pallett and his team out on the west coast of the US. So get behind Becky, and here comes Brooke.
Come on, Team New Zealand. Let me hear it for Brooke Fitch. Third and final jump. She puts it over, skis all three away. Really tidy skiing from both Lexi and Brooke here, landing all three jumps, Sansi.
Yeah, she did pretty well there, mate. Pretty consistent, too. I don't think that's anything much bigger than what she did there, Ben. So, and Becky's been jumping around. You know, Becky can jump around that 12 to 13 metre mark. So, Becky could ice a medal straight up, mate. She could come out and jump over an 11.3 straight up. I'll be surprised if she doesn't. If she just gets hold of a decent one, she'll go straight into gold medal position and absolutely guarantee herself a bronze medal, depending on what Georgia and Ashley get out there doing.
Hey, anybody else that's watching right now, if you guys are here at the jump site watching this event, during the downtime as we switch skiers and stuff, there's a booth right up here by the big willow tree, Essential Designs. They're a local company from Napanee, southern Napanee, I believe. They're out here today just to kind of give a bit of display of their product and hopefully sell some stuff. So if you want to support the local area, get behind your local business. They've got some really cool stuff over there, bracelets, necklaces, things like that. Keenan, you should definitely buy one for Georgia. I think that could get you in with a kiss, or at least a lunch date. Check about Essential Designs up by the willow tree here.
So, Ben, I'm just looking at Becky's best score in the competition so far. She's been consistent, mate. Prelims 12.3, semi-final 12.2. So I'll be surprised if this first jump doesn't go over 11.3. We'll see whether the nerves get to her or not, but we've got 11.3, she'll be on the podium sitting in gold medal position, and then Georgia and Ash will have to land a jump each to knock her off. So, yeah, it'd be great to see Becky go straight into the gold medal position.
Ski and talent that I fell in love with even.
So we're just waiting for Becky to come in here, Ben. She's just sitting down there at the end of the lake here. This Lennox Fencing 2018 World Barefoot Championships coming to a conclusion in the next hour or so with the women's jump final and then obviously the men's jump final. I don't think the overall is going to change too much in the men's. It's hard to say. I think Keith needs to get out over 29 metres to make a difference if David doesn't improve. So it could be 28-2. Getting numbers over my shoulder here by former WBC World Barefoot Council President Richard Gray. He's got the calculator out at over 28 metres. So Keith jumps 28. He needs to jump 28.5. No. So that's Dave's score. That's what you do. That's Dave's score if Keith jumps 28.5. That's the best possible Keith can get by getting 1,000 to jump. Yeah, winning it. Becky Moynes coming in from Canada. Here she comes, Ben. Becky Moynes from Canada. I'll let you call it from down there, buddy. Here she is. She needs an 11.3 to go into gold. Oh, yeah. There she goes.
Really tidy
enough,
jump there, Sansi. Wow, that was a nice jump from Becky.
You have no love, so you.
So he needs the jump. He needs to jump 28.5. That's what he needs to do, We have a new leader. Put your hands together. Becky Moynes, 12.1 metres, and she is on the podium, Team Canada. Dwight Williams, did you hear that, Dwight? Becky Moynes at 12.1.
That's a great opening jump there from Becky Sansi. 12.1, that locks her into the podium, guaranteed a spot. Whether it's gold, silver, or bronze, we're yet to find out. The next two girls are big jumpers, but with big jumps comes big risk.
Yeah.
And if you can't land one of those inverted jumps, you know, that middle can easily be handed off and go down that podium 1 or 2 steps.
Yeah, absolutely, Benny. Hey, it's happened before, mate. I can't see it happening with Georgia and Ash, but I know Becky right now, man, she is on top of the world, buddy. You know, she's had a great tournament. She's jumped 12.3 in the prelims, as I said, 12.2, 12.1 to go in gold medal position. She's got a guaranteed bronze medal at the Lennox Fencing 2018 World Championships. She's going to try and push it a little bit more, but she's got that under her belt, and we've got Georgia and Ash to come, and those guys will be fighting out for the gold medal if they land a jump each, so that'll be exciting in its own little story. Benny, I've just been handed a bit of paper here, Ben, by Brian Price, one of our scorers up there, and the best possible score Keith can get in the overall is 2,887 points. If he does that, if he jumps 28 metres, Dave will have 28.99, so that'll keep Dave in front slightly. So what Keith needs to do, here we go. We've got another skier on the water.
Team New Zealand, that's Georgia Groen going over the ramp.
Bang.
Puts one on the board. That's going to move her up into gold medal spot there, Sansi. Guaranteed. So Becky's guaranteed a silver. We still got Ashley Simmons to come. I'm going to guess that with the jump right around 19 to 20 metres.
19 to 20, and Georgia goes straight into the gold medal position, pushes Becky into silver, but awesome jump there by Georgia. Georgia's going to want to redeem herself a little bit. She's probably a little bit down just after tricks and slalom. She's had a silver medal in both. I'm sure she wants to go home with a gold medal, and I don't think anyone would be disappointed in that.
So that sounded like a 20 metres even there out of the judges' box there. So 20.0 for Georgia Groen. She's capable of going a little further than that, but that's a good solid jump. She's on the board. She's put herself on the podium and currently on the podium first place. Mitchell Groen coming down now to give some advice. Probably something about beard oil or how to tie a ponytail.
Just getting back to that overall there in the men's here, Ben. So the best, Dave's at 28.99, and then Keith needs to jump 28.5 to beat Dave in the jump if Keith has the best jump and Dave doesn't improve. So it's kind of a little technical, but we'll know. But Keith basically has to jump 28.5 before Keith and the other guys go out, and it'll unravel from there.
Yeah, so I don't want to call shots for that happen, Sansi, but 28 metres is a big jump for anybody. But here comes Becky Moynes, Mayan for a second jump, folks. Give her a hand. She's your Canadian Women's National Champion, skiing here in the finals. Another really nice jump there from Becky. That's got to be right around that 12-metre mark again, Sansi. I think she's going to be really happy with 2 solid jumps like that.
Yeah, she's going to be stoked, Ben, too. And there's nothing like a feeling when you know you've got it. You know, Becky's first medal at a World Championships. And she knows who she's up against. She's not silly, you know. She knows Ash and Georgia are coming. You know, inverted jumpers. They're both going to jump 19 to 21 metres. So she's on top of the moon right now. She knows she's not going to be able to get into that gold medal position. Georgia's just taken over that. And if Ash lands a jump, she'll slide to bronze, but unbelievable. Really, really happy for this girl. She was out here when the Aussie team were training, making sure everything was running like clockwork for us. She had everything to do with putting these trailers in here and making this event happen, and it's just, yeah, her family, along with Dwight and Michelle, has just been unreal. So she deserves this. I was thinking of this the other day. There's no one probably at this Worlds that deserves a medal more than Becky, the way she's held herself up here in the competition and what she's done for all us.
Toby
barefooters.
Kelly, retrieve that bird immediately. I inadvertently wounded a young child to get that bird. You better get that bird back. So it was about 11-meter jump for Becky there, Sansi. So she's holding on to number 12 there, 12.1. That's really interesting with the overall there for the open men. So it comes down to this last event, and the exciting part about it is anything can happen on the day. We've seen it happen before. Keith St. Onge in 2014 jumps a 26.6 in the finals, takes the open men's jump title. So you know he's capable of putting out a big one, but 28 is a humongous jump for him.
Yeah, if anyone can do it, Ben, you never say never with that guy. We've seen it all happen. Here comes
Georgia Groen. Whoa, that a little bigger jump for Georgia there. Gets a little squirrely off the top, but I'm going to say that was probably in the high 20s, 21, Sansi.
Yeah, that looked like a ripper, mate. She got nice pop off the ramp. I've got the front-on shot from the up in the booth here. So she definitely went a little higher in the air, and you know what it means, mate. Goes that little higher, she's going to go that little further. So she got a little lift off the ramp. I think you're right, mate. I think she might be around that 21-meter mark.
Yeah, mate. Let's talk quickly about this whole jump event here. You've been out of the sport for quite a few years. You kind of stepped back onto the throne this year and got back on the saddle. Out of the 3 events, how does jumping compare to the other 2 events as far as what it does to your body and the kind of the abuse you kind of have to put yourself through?
20.4, Ben, so we're pretty right there, mate, between that 20 and 21. Yeah, the jump event has been a little bit tough on myself, with my body. Being a little bit older, like just some of those landings when you don't quite get it right and you sort of, you sort of jam your lower back into the water there. I've had a couple of issues with that. I don't think I'm any different to any of the other guys. I think we all do it. Tricks has been not too bad, you know what I mean? Like I've been pretty lucky with tricks and slaloms, probably the easiest of your body on all of them. But going on that fly high took a little bit of getting used to, Ben, tricking up high. Slalom wasn't too bad. Tricking was a little bit different. And jumping certainly a little bit different on that. So, yeah, a few changes, mate. I think it's been really good for the sport, the fly high. I think, guys are standing up more consistent trick passes. Guys are consistently jumping a lot bigger, and the girls, and, obviously the girls in tricks as well. And the way Georgia, Ash Kate, and Lexi are turning, and it's unbelievable, hey. Here comes Becky Moyne. She had an 11 on the last jump, guys. She needs a little bit more.
Wow, that was a big jump from Becky, too.
Wow.
Hands in the air. She's happy with that one. Canada, let me hear it for your local girl, Becky Moynes-Meyer, on jump number 3 there. Secured herself a spot on the podium with 1 jumper left to go.
Yeah, unreal, Ben. Her personal best is 13.2. I've had this discussion with Becky over the last few days, what it is. I think this is going to be her best jump at the tournament. I don't know whether it's 13.2, but I think that's going to be well over that 12.3 from the prelims, buddy.
I think so. That was a big jump there for Becky. She looked real happy with that. She stuck the landing. She held on tight. And I got her now. She's just swum out of the water. Becky, how'd you feel on that last jump there?
Felt pretty good. A little higher than I'm used to, so that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, the view's a little different once you get a few inches up there, isn't it? So we're just going to sit here and wait and see what that third jump comes out at. But you're on the podium, so you're guaranteed a bronze. Right now you sit in silver. Obviously, there's 1 jump left to go with Ashley Stebbings. But you got to be happy with that performance in your home ground turf here.
I'm stoked. All for Dwight for all the work he's put into this tournament.
Hey Becky, I've got some news for you. What's your personal best? 13.2?
Yep.
How does 13.7 metres?
Yeah!
A bronze medal and a personal best. Ladies and gentlemen, she will be over the moon. Make sure you congratulate Becky as she comes through the crowd. She's a beautiful young lady. She's done a lot, and I could not be happy for you, Beck. 13.7, a half-metre PB.
Thanks. I'm super excited.
Wow, that's awesome to see, Sansi. And, Becky's not just out here skiing. She's putting a ton of work into making this event happen. Her and old man Al have been working hard with Dwight in the LOC here. And to, spend months and months of time working on making this whole championships kind of run smooth. Even doing stuff, run around all day as she's out there skiing, making a finals, putting up a PB and ending up on the podium. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that.
Boat's coming in. Team Australia, quick Aussie for Ash Kate out in the boat there. Get her going. She's about to take off. Here comes Georgia Groen on her
third and final jump. 20.4 on the board is the score to beat. That's a nice tidy jump there, Sansi. Really square off the ramp. I don't know how much bigger than 20.4 that's going to be. It's going to be right around the same mark there.
Yeah, I think so, Ben. That 20 to 21 mark, mate. 20 to 21, but hey, that's a solid jump. The girls have been up and down a little bit in jump in this tournament, so anything can happen. They've got a both decent score on the board, a 21-8 for Georgia in that first round and a 21-9 from Ash Kate in the second. So, yeah, I'm going to hand over to Rod for a second, mate. He's just going to go through a couple of these sponsors here from the Worlds, mate.
Want to take some time to thank our sponsors of the 2018 Lennox Fencing World Barefoot Waterski Championships. Lennox Fencing is our platinum sponsor. Big thank you to Ontario Ministry of Tourism, Culture, and Sport. Barefoot International, our provider of the Super Fly High and the handles for this tournament. Bay Marine, Camel Sink, and Fitzgibbon Construction. A big thank you to Devlin Auto Group. Gananoque Chevrolet, Hardington Equipment, Inmar Marine Engines, the power plant of the Sanger boats.
So as Ashley Stebbins gets ready for her first jump, I got Georgia Groen down on the athletes area here with me. Georgia, talk me through this. You got a 20.4 on the board. That is not an easy jump to beat. What do you think Ash's approach is going to be on this first jump here?
I reckon she's just going to try send it. She's had an awesome comp, so she doesn't have too much to lose.
Just gonna send it. So 20.4, I know that's a little shy. Your PB now is 22 point even, I think.
Yeah, I got that in the comp before the Worlds, but in general this year my jumping's become a lot more consistent. So this is my first comp I've jumped over 20 in every round, so I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with that.
No, that's awesome. Really consistent jumping there, and only 2 ladies ever to jump over 22, and you're one of them, so it's a huge accomplishment. Eyes on the water now for Ashley Stebbings. Coming in for her first jump out of 3. 20.4 is the score to beat. She comes off the jump really square and tidy. I don't know if that's going to be enough, Sansi. That's tight. It's going to be right around that high 19s, mid-20s mark.
Yeah, I think she's going to need a little bit more, Ben. Hard to say, but pretty. It's going to be around that money, eh? It's going to be in that range of Georgia's, I reckon, that 19.5 to 20.5. And it's not always, you know what it's like, mate. It's not always easy to chase in jump. You can try a little hard.
Yeah, I think so.
But Ash is a cool, calm, collective young lady. You know how calm she is. We saw her in the last couple of rounds of competition. So I think she might need a little more than that.
That's an 18.9 for Ashley Stebbings in her first jump there. So slots her really comfortably. She's locked into the silver medal position. She's got 2 jumps to just send it, in the words of Georgia Groen. See if she can put over that 20.4 mark. She got 21.8 from the semifinals, so you know she's capable. It all comes down to right here, right now. 2 jumps to go. And down at the other end, Team USA, get ready. He is your Grand Master back in the hometown of USA, Keith St. Onge, gearing up for his first jump in the open men's jump finals. Poor guy's about 40 going on 90. His body's falling apart. He had to have a jump off just to get here. He doesn't have many jumps left in him. Hopefully he's got 3 to go. Flew a huge 26.3 in the jump off to clinch himself into the finals. Unfortunately, that doesn't go towards any of his overall scores. And he's looking for about 28 meters, I think you said, Sansi, to try and jump into an overall position here.
28.5 will give him the lead before Dave jumps. So 28.5 will give him just the lead.
So
hey, Rich Sands, Richard Gray from Canada here. Just so proud of Becky Moynes, that 13.7 meter jump. I mean, when we were talking about doing the Worlds here, Dwight, parents, me, the other organizers said, we're going to do it. We're behind you, Becky. You're going to do all the work. And on this weekend, on the finals, when the music's playing and the cameras are all set and the big crowd's here, you have to get on the podium. No pressure at all.
Mission accomplished. She's done her country proud, and her friends and her family and the LOC and all the barefoot community. And I know there's no one happier than you, Richard, through and through. Red and white Canadian, and always nice to see a Canadian on the podium. It hasn't happened a lot. I remember Paul McDonald's been on there in the open men's, but it's nothing like getting, the guys on there in the open women's as well. It's been awesome. Hey, Ben, Keith's calling max speed from the word go. I don't know whether that's a normal thing for him, but he's called 72 k's an hour, 44.7 miles an hour on his first jump. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be hard to know where Keith's head is. Does he just land a jump, get on the board, put a bit of pressure on for a medal, 25 or 26, or is he still jumping for the overall here, buddy? You know him really well. Does he just load up and lay back and just try and get out there?
I think he's more than capable of jumping 27. I think 28 is a little out of the range there, but nothing can be called when it comes to Keith St. Onge. I think he's going to be going for a big 25-plus meter jump straight out the gate here. Let's see what he can do, Sansi. That's a nice big jump for Keith. He just misses the landing there. USA, come on, give him a chair. He's got 2 more. You want to see him put a big jump on the board.
Yeah, solid jump. Not a bad opener. He missed the jump. Not big enough, of course. Nowhere near that 28. But that was a nice, solid opening jump for Keith. So that's a good sign for him with his timing, Ben. Yeah, he just needs to stay back on that ramp, keep them arms nice and straight, and get those power through the hips and just drive up through that ramp. He knows what to do.
Absolutely. And it is such a fine science when you get into that 24-plus meter range. Like, for you guys watching, I know it looks like they cut out, they come in, they hit that ramp, but most of these guys are going close to 45 miles per hour when they hit that ramp. You've got about half a second to a second to do everything exactly right like you want to do. It is not exactly the easiest piece of science, but one of the guys that has put it down to a science is getting ready to jump down here. Benny Franks from South Australia. Benny, you put a huge jump on, I think, in the prelims, 25.6. That locked you in straight to the finals. How are you feeling about today?
Yeah, had a really good prelim round. Got a big jump on the board, and unfortunately I didn't jump as well in the second round, but that first round got me through, so hopefully I go all right today.
Nice, mate, nice. This is your, your second time in the finals of the World Championships for men's now?
Yeah, this is my second time in the finals. Last 2 years ago I was in the finals, so a bit more experience, and hopefully I go a bit better than last time.
Good on you, mate. Forced to be reckoned with Benny Franks. Any Aussies in the crowd, let me hear it for Benny Franks. And keep the cheer going, because here comes your Australian girl now. Ashley Stebbings coming in for jump number 2. 18.9 on the board. She needs 20.4. That looked like a better jump. She holds on to that one. What do you think, Sansi? Do you think she has it?
I don't think she has it yet. I don't think she has it, Ben. I think she's around that. No, I think it's a bit bigger than that 18 jump, but I think it's around that 19.5 to 20. She needs to get out to 20.4. It was a nice, clean jump. The judges have just ticked off that speed was right, landing was good, so it's up to those guys over on the other side there with their computer and their little cursor on that jump to see what Ash got out, but I just don't think she's getting the pop off the ramp quite as well as she has been.
There you go. You said it exactly right there, Sansi. 19.6 for Ashley Stebbings on jump number 2. 0.8 away from that 20.4 mark. She's got one more on the board, a 21.9 from the semis here. So she will be your women's overall world champion. She won the tricks and slalom earlier today, so she's going to be hungry to take down that jump title as well. The Australian team, it looks like, has clinched the open gold. So she's fighting for 5 gold medals here at the World Championships. Absolutely unreal.
Stop it. Stop it. And I saw her yesterday too, Ben, collecting those world records, and it was like, man, they had to stop giving them out after they gave them to her, mate. There was no paper left in that printer. It was crazy. Yeah, she's done some amazing things in her time. If she can win this jump event and steal that from Georgia, you're right, mate. It's going to be 5. It's going to be the 3 golds in the individual, the individual women's overall, and also the team overall. So that's not going to happen very often, mate. That's like one in a lifetime sort of grand slam sort of a thing. That's crazy. But anyway, she still needs to do it. Georgia's in gold medal position. Ash is in silver, and Becky Moynes has tied up that bronze medal.
All right, so Keith St. Onge. Did we get a score out of Keith for his first jump there, Sansi?
Yeah, it was a 20-point. It looked a little bit smaller than I thought. It looked pretty solid from here, mate. It was a 23.3 metre fall, Ben. So not that it matters now because he missed it, but yeah, he looked pretty like his timing wasn't too bad, but being not side onto the ramp's really hard. But here comes Keith St. Onge in his second jump, Ben.
Go on, folks. Let me hear it for Keith St. Onge. Jump number 2. Beautiful jump, and he holds on to that one. Gives a little fist pump. He can't give a big one. His bones are just hanging in there. Not a whole lot of movement left in this man's body, Sansi, as he get one more jump. But that was a beautiful jump for Keith St. Onge, jump number 2.
Yeah, when Keith jumps well, mate, he looks as good as anyone off that ramp, I reckon. He's got really good posture on top of the ramp. He gets that swing rate down nice and good on the landing, and that was a good jump. That was bigger than that 23.3, I think. That's going to be, in that 20, maybe high 23s, mid 24 range, but that was a great jump.
Yeah, I think he probably broke the 24s with that one, which is going to put the pressure on the boys here. We got 4 more huge names coming up in the jump event. TJ Russo, Benny Franks. Wow, 24.9 meters for Keith St. Onge. Great second jump there from KSO. He's going to be really happy with that. Just 0.3 shy of his 25.2, require him to jump off in the semis there. So with one jump left from Ashley Stebbings, Benny Franks is getting ready to jump in the water. He's your 2012 Junior Boys silver medalist in the jump event. He's got a bit of brass in his history here with jumping, and I know he's going to be wanting to get one of the medals of the big boys here. He's more than capable of chewing up a gold. And shaking his hand, giving a hat on the back, I got TJ Russo next to him. This kid is an absolute jumping phenom. TJ, you took the gold medal in Junior Boys jump just, I think yesterday, was it? 26.2?
No, it was actually 25.6.
25.6, sorry. You have jumped 26/2 though, right?
Yeah, that's my PB. Yeah, did that in open second round, I think.
Open second round. So here we come, folks. Ashley Stebbings, jump number 3. She's fighting for a gold medal here. 20.4 is the score to beat. She's got a 19.6 on the board. What's she got to do? She comes into the ramp. Oh, she jumps. She holds on. It's got to be tight, Sansi.
Oh, mate, it's tight. I think it's bigger. I think it's bigger than a 19.6, but I don't know whether it's 20.4. Hard to say. I don't know whether Ash is going to get those 5 golds, but Georgia might have one. We're going to hold it nice and tight here, keep it quiet, and listen for this score, guys.
That was, that's making it really interesting, right down to the final wire there. So TJ Russo, Junior Boys World Junior Jump Champion, and here he comes now for Open Men's Finals. TJ, all the best out there, mate. What are your goals out there in the finals?
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Just want to go out there and land the first one and see what happens from there, I reckon.
Awesome, mate. All the best out there with your jumping today.
Thank you.
All right, Benny. Got some news up here. The 2000 Lennox Fencing Women's World Jump Champion is Georgia Groen from New Zealand at 20.4. Second place to Ash Stebbings. That last one for Ash was 19.4, and her best was 19.6. So the gold goes to Georgia. The silver goes to Ash Kate, and the bronze medal, which is going to turn into gold for Becky Moynes, takes it for 3rd.
Great jumping there from the 3 ladies. All 5 ladies really awesome jumping there. One more round of applause, folks, for your Open Women's Ladies finalists here in the jump event. Wow, that was a real round of applause.
Yeah, that was great, mate. That was really good. Really happy for Georgia. You know, she's had a bit of a rough tournament. She hasn't had the best comp. Really nice for her to go home with a gold bend. But as we sit here and wait for Keith's 3rd and final jump, Aussie, Ben Franks, Team Australia's out there. Number 3 seed in the jump event. It's on. Number 4 seed, I apologise. He's number 4, sitting in 4th place, 4th biggest jump. Here comes Keith St. John on his third and final.
24.9 is his last jump. I don't think that's going to do it. He lets go a little early. Crash in the water. Somebody get the man a stretcher. He might need to be pulled out. AJ Laksamana, where are you? Put Keith on the table. He's going to be spending the rest of the afternoon getting a massage. Great jumping from Keith St. Onge, folks. 24.9 is the score he'll take in this final event here. USA, one more round of applause for your hometown lad, Keith St. Onge.
Yeah, Benny. And I think everyone, as Keith comes out of the water, I think we should all be on our feet, Ben. This guy has done such a lot for barefooting. He's won 2 overall world championships. He's won stacks and stacks of world slalom titles. This is his last event as a men's overall skier. So I think everyone should be upstanding for a minute as Keith comes out of the water. We're saying goodbye to a real hero of the sport. Everyone put your hands together for Team USA's Keith St. Onge. What an ambassador he's been. Let's hear it nice and loud for Keith.
So Benny Franks here, Sansi coming in for jump number 1. He's one of the big dogs that put a score on the board for you guys to win that gold title in the open team event. He's capable of jumping 25, 26 meters. Last Worlds, he put a score up 26.3. So far, as big as this Worlds is 25.6. So he's more than capable of absolutely sticking it out there over that 25-plus meter range. 24.9 is the score he needs to beat right now just to jump ahead of Keith St. Onge.
Yeah, Benny, and give your hands. TJ Russo, Team Australia's out in the boat there, TJ. He's going to come up with his first jump soon as Benny's finished. Benny's been jumping awesome in practice, Ben. I'll let you call this one. He's been hitting that 25 to 26 metre mark all day long.
Here he comes, folks. Now he's coming to the rim. Oh, my goodness. It's huge first jump for Benny Franks. And Sansi, I think that may have just been over.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful jump, Ben. He's Franksy's been. I haven't skied a lot with Franksy, of course, Benny, because I've been out of the sport a long time, but just over the last few weeks in the boat with him, and the guy hardly misses. He had a couple of off days in training there, as you do when you're jumping. He had a couple of sets there where he only got away from 1 or 2 jumps, but overall he's been really, really consistent. But we have a really interesting score here, Ben. We've got Keith St. Onge at 24.9 in the gold medal position, and Ben has jumped 24.8. So he's just snuck in, just under Keith's score. So Benny currently in the silver medal position, but I think Ben's on here. I reckon that's a solid first jump. And usually Franksy goes out, gets something fairly solid under his belt, and then I think we're going to see him launch into that 25 to 26 metre area real quick. Put it together for Ben Franks, Team Australia.
So, yeah, I got Keith St. Onge here with me over at the jump here, Sansi, and Keith, huge jump for you there, 24.9. Benny's jump looked massive, and it came in at 24.8, so you're still sitting in first place just by 10 centimeters. How'd you feel about the jumping out there?
I felt good going into it. The first jump was a little off, of course, early. Second jump, I started to get my timing on, and the third jump, I just tried going, like they say, go big or go home. I was just trying to give her all, but again, just a little early, wasn't square, and when we jump and we focus on trying to go big, you usually don't go big, and I know that, but I just couldn't get it together on that last one.
No, absolutely. Here we come now, though. TJ Russo coming in for jump number 1, folks. He's your trying to put her up. Huge jump, really tight. That's probably in the 20s there, Sansi.
Yeah, TJ style. He always gets one on the board, Ben. I don't know whether I've seen him really launch a big jump first up. TJ's style is he knows what to do just to get his rhythm going, and it's usually his second and third jumps. He doesn't get under 26 very often, you know what I mean? He's in that 25.8 to 26.2 range. He's really consistent. I think that was a pretty normal first jump for TJ. I think TJ's on.
Thank you. 22.4 meters there for TJ. So it's a score on the board, Sansi. He's put a jump on there. Going to be needing to go.
I think that's pretty normal, Ben. Hey, I think his first, it's been a long tournament, and my memory's not as good as it was 20 years ago, buddy, but I think his first jump in the comp was around 21.5 or 21.7, you know what I mean? It wasn't that great, and then the next jump was like 25.8. He basically added 4 meters on his second jump, and I'll be surprised if he just doesn't go to what he normally does. He gets into that rhythm, chats his coach, normally gets him to do one thing on the first jump, and then once that's landed, he gets into that load zone, and away he goes, mate.
Yep, absolutely. So Benny Franks, he's got a big jump, 24.8 on the board. The boat's taking off now down the end of the lake, folks. Eyes on the water. He knows he needs to do it bigger, and he's capable. Benny Franks coming in for jump number 2. He cuts outside the wake here. He's coming in nice and strong. Comes into that ramp, and it's a tidy jump from Benny, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. I think that's
Yeah, I think you're right there, Ben. I just don't think that was quite as big as his first one. The landing looked really easy for Benny. When he gets hold of those big ones around that 25.5 to 26 mark, he really muscles that landing. But that there was just a little bit too smooth to be too big for Ben. But he's got one more left. You know, he's got the guys on the Pete O'Neill down there. Him and Pete have been working pretty tight in the last few weeks in team training. And Pete will go through the system. Franksy knows what to do. We just need a little reminder. And that jump there was only 22.8 metres. And when I say it was only a 22.8, Ben, it was he's in silver medal position right now. Keith in gold, Ben in silver at 24.8, TJ in the bronze medal position at 22.4. All right, as we wait for TJ Russo, the world junior point jump champion, the Australasian record holder at 26.2 metres. Ben, he definitely has enough in the tank here, enough in reserve to go for it. All right, here comes TJ on his second jump. 24.9 is the number to get him into the gold medal position. Here he goes.
Test.
Oh, yeah. Nice jump from TJ. That was a ripper.
Test.
Not sure if it's quite enough yet. I think it's in that 23.5 to 24.5 range. I just don't know whether it's going to be in that 25 range where he needs to be. Sometimes when someone throws a decent jump out like a 24.9 early on, like a solid jump, it's not, I don't know whether it's going to be the winning jump or not, but it can affect the guys coming right after. There's been a few world jump champions before, I'm going to get this right, before Smallsy was around, there was a few world jump champs, didn't come from the number one seed. They came in, you know what I mean, at number 2 or 3 and laced one out, and it was really hard for those guys to change. But I'm not going to say that with Dave Small last off the dock, and the way Keenan's jumping at the moment, there's definitely a couple of guys, someone's going to need 26 plus here.
Was that 22.4?
We think that was 24.4, Ben. We're just going to get confirmation on that, mate.
Yeah, I think I heard that on the radio as well, 24.4. So TJ Russo there sitting comfortably in third place. 24.4 from TJ, 24.8 from Benny Franks, 24.9 from KSO. It's a bit of an understatement to say that this is a tight event right now, Sansi.
Oh, mate, it's a ripper, isn't it? Hey, 0.5 of a metre between third and fifth. That could be a bit of an indication what Smallsy and Keenan are going to come out and do. It could be a little bit of a jump off. Here we go. Ben Franks, jump number 3, needs 24.9 or better. Ben. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, from Benny Franks. Wow. That was a nice jump, Sansi. I think that's over that 25-metre mark. I think he just hit the gold spot.
He could have. That looked really good. That looked really good, Ben. It's going to be tight. It's kind of hard to pick these sometimes when the guys aren't varying their distances much, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, was that bigger or not? Because they're all landing nice and sweet. You know what I mean? There's not much variation in the ramp work and the landing, so a little bit hard to pick sometimes, but just a 24 flat for Franksy on his last jump, hey? So Ben just, so at 24.9 currently with Keith, at 24.8, Franksy is in the silver medal position, and TJ's got a 24.4. So if TJ does not go over 24.4 here, Ben Franks will guarantee himself a medal. What, he won't, will he? No, he'll stay in fourth position. He'll go, yeah.
Yep.
Franksy's, yeah, there's still a couple to come, you're right.
So we got one more from TJ, and then we'll be guaranteed our bronze medalist and plus after TJ's jump here.
Correct, that's right. It'll either be... it'll be St. Onge or it'll be TJ Russo. You're right.
So swimming out and standing up on the boat there is the godfather of barefoot jumping, David Small. Only man in the world, I think, to jump 29 metres. One of two to jump 28 metres. Terry Gregory being the other one from Germany.
Righto, Benny. TJ Russo has not jumped under in a round this tournament. Under, I think, 25.8 is his smallest round jump in men's and junior boys at 25.8. So he's already done that 4 times at this tournament. 25.8. In the 4 rounds he skied, that is the smallest jump he has got away with. So TJ has it right in the tank here. 25.8 will definitely get him into gold medals position.
Come on, Australia. Get on your feet for your junior boys world champion. All the way from Sydney, Australia, home of the 2020 Worlds. TJ Russo coming in for jump number 3 here. Needs a 24.9 to jump ahead or tie Keith St. Onge. And it is a nice jump, Tansy. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I think I don't know whether it's 24.9. I think it might be bigger than his 24.4. Interesting whether he's going to slide up and knock Franksy off out of that silver medal position right now. But, oh, mate, it is tight.
Mate, yeah, this is about as tight as it gets. And right now you got Keenan Derry swimming out in the water. The biggest jumper of the event so far, 26.7 metres. That's a personal best for Keenan. And I think he's going to be trying to push that 25-plus metre mark. Really strong jumper. It's going to be a fun little battle here between Smallsy and Keenan to see who can jump that biggest spot.
Oh, wow. Tight. You're talking about Dwight here. 24.7 is in the bronze medal position. Benny Franks at 24.8 and Keith St. Onge at 24.9. There is 20 centimetres between the gold and the bronze medal, Ben. So, wow, that is unbelievable. 20 centimetres, mate.
Here, TJ.
So Keith has locked up the bronze medal. He's sitting in gold. Ben Franks in silver at 24.8. TJ Russo in bronze at 24.7. I'm just about going to say here, Franksy, Benny, I reckon it's going to take Smallsy 1 jump to jump into gold. I'm just going to say it. I just don't think he's been jumping that well at this comp. He's just won the overall. I reckon he's going to be in relax mode. And I'd possibly take 1 jump. We'll see what happens, mate. I'll let you call this jump by the current world record holder.
Yeah, mate, I wouldn't put that past him at all. This man lives to ski under pressure. He thrives on it. He lives for it. Absolute pressure junkie. Here he comes, folks. David Small coming in for jump number 1. And it's a nice jump. He doesn't quite land it, coming down early. Very uncommon there to see Smallsy missing the jump, Sansy. Bit of pressure here going into the finals.
Unreal. That was far enough, no doubt. That was big enough. But yeah, he's just been just a little bit off, Dave. He's missed a couple. That was similar to a crash that he had in the first round. I think he may have missed one in the second round as well. It's very unusual for Dave to get that wrong. I think his ramp work then was really good. He just got it wrong in the air.
Yeah, now I'm just doing a bit of quick maths in my head there, Sansy, as well, and it seems like Keith St. Onge has secured a bronze medal for sure, which means he's going to be the only athlete in this open men's division here to take a medal in all 4 divisions. What's he got? He's got a bronze in tricks, silver in slalom. He's guaranteed the bronze here, and he's probably looking at a silver overall. So he's taken a medal in all 4 divisions, a sweep there. Only guy here to be doing that at this World Championships.
Yeah, that's it, mate. You know he's going to be slightly disappointed with no gold medal at this Worlds, but you know what I mean? Like he's had a great career and, yeah, he's done really well. But, yeah, hey, winning 4 out of 4 medals, unreal. Hey, 26.5 metre fall for Smalls, 26.5, not far off, Ben.
Mate, and it's not like Smallsy to miss a jump either, Sansy. I don't think he's going to be missing the second one. Not only does he thrive under pressure, he thrives on his pride. And he is not the kind of guy to be letting go of jumps. He's got his clinches on. He's going to be jumping big. And I know he's going to be pushing it out there 26, 27 plus on this next jump. And he's going to ski it away. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to miss another one, mate. I wouldn't think, unless something just goes right out the window. He gets everything wrong. But Dave's not one of those guys to get, it all wrong at once. And then when he gets something wrong, he's just that dialed into it, well engineered, that he can just, tweak that as he's riding up that ramp and coming in, and he'll get it right. I can't see that happening again. And I'm going to say he's probably going to, again, he's going to go far enough to get into the lead here if he can land this next one, I'd say. Who'd we have go out then? Keenan Derry with him?
And gearing up in the water here, Sandsy, we got Keenan Derry, your bronze medalist in slalom, and the leader of the jump at this tournament so far, 26.7 meter jump from the first round on the board. So he's more than capable of pushing it way out there. He's had a great season of jumping, really consistent jumper. Always kind of getting up into that 25 plus range. So, jumping 24, 25 meters is not going to be a hard task for Keenan at all. He's probably going to come out here, put a really steady jump on the board, land it, ski it away, and he's going to really, really push it to try and clinch that gold, I think.
Yeah, he'd be keen, mate. He hasn't finished on the podium in the overall. He's got himself a bronze in slalom. I think it'd really give him a big lift if he can win the gold medal here. I don't think he's had a jump over under 26 metres in this tournament. I don't have the final results right with me, but what did he do in the first round there, Rod? He was doing...
Keenan had some big jumps. 26.7 meters, the biggest jump of the tournament.
Here he comes now, jump number one. He cuts outside. Beautiful big jump, opening jump for Keenan there. I don't know, though, Sandsy, that's right around that mid-24 range. What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking the same, mate, in that 24 to 25. Probably not big enough to win the gold medal just yet. But nice solid jump for Keenan, a little bit of a feeler. The boys just seem like they're not right on at the moment. I don't know whether that overall, the overall's kind of been decided now, you know what I mean? Like in that trick and slalom event, those boys would have been focused, but now at the jump event, it's like now they're just basically jumping for a gold medal in jump. There's nothing else to go for, and that can just affect you a little bit, I reckon.
I wouldn't pull it off. Oh, yeah. Because the tie is
22.8 or 24.8?
Oh, Ben, it's Keenan Derry's first jump, 24.8. So now we have four jumpers within 0.2 of a metre. It's crazy.
Mate, and the best thing about that, Sandsy, is everybody in the stands actually knows what 0.2 of a metre is. The last couple of years we hold these tournaments and we start talking about centimetres and metres, and all the Americans in the stands start going, how many inches is that?
24.9 for 24.9 for Keith, 24.8 for Ben and Keenan, at 24.7 for TJ, and David Small, no score. So unreal. It's just crazy. This is really good that it's tied, eh? Like, it's really good.
Oh, what an exciting finals here. You got David Small. He is the jumping dude here. He's coming in for jump number 2 with a 0 on the board on jump number 1, but a huge 26-meter jump. You know he can land these jump Sansies. You know he's going to be putting out a big jump. He's going to be sticking it this time. Come on, GB, all three of you in the crowd. Let me hear it for David Small. Jump number 2, big jump. He holds on to that one. And I think he's just put himself in first place there, Sansi.
Yeah, I think you can throw that 24.9 out of Keith. So I reckon that was in that 25 range, maybe a little bit more than that. He might be touching on 26, but yeah, I'd be surprised if it's a 24. That looked considerably bigger than the other boys from where I was sitting, Ben. But currently, I'm thinking about it. I think they do a runoff for a medal, right? Like in any round.
For gold, they'll run off for a medal. That's right.
Yeah. What about for silver?
Silver, they'll tie, and bronze, they'll tie. So
Okay,
if two
cool.
guys tie for second,
Yep.
there'll only be 3 guys on the podium, 1 gold and 2 silvers.
Yep. Gotcha. Right on. Gotcha, mate. Yeah, so cool. I just thought there might have been a runoff if there was a tie for second, eh? So there was another runoff. But it looks like there you go. New leader, 25.6 metres. David Small, 25.6. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. That's our current gold medalist in that position.
Nice jump there from Smalley. But Keenan's got the inside edge here, Sands.
Yep.
He's got 2 jumps left. So he's going to be able to put this jump out there, see what he can do. Smallsy's got 1 more, and then he's going to have a free jump, knowing what everybody else has laid out on the table, knowing what's ahead of him.
Yeah, so
sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing.
I'll see if I get it right here, Ben, because it's so tight up here. I have Smallsy at 25.6 in the gold. Keith at 24.8, 24.9 in the silver. And then Franksy, yep, and Keenan at 24.8 tied for bronze. And looks like TJ's just fallen off the podium and he can't get back on. So, yeah, it's a tight one. Like you said, if they tie for that third position, they're not going to be a runoff. So, yeah, it's tight, eh? Keenan could change all that here, though.
Mate, it's extremely tight, and Keenan Derry's the kind of athlete that can do it. These dairies, Sansi, they're purpose-built. They're chemically engineered for just two things. That's riding horses and barefoot water skiing. And there's no horses in sight today, so I think Keenan's going to be doing nothing but barefoot water skiing coming in for these next two jumps.
Yeah, they love it, mate, the Kenny boys. I haven't spent much time with Keenan, but he's a great little fella. And obviously he's old man. You know, I spent, basically my whole career skiing with Ken on the Aussie team, and everyone knows him around here. He's a ripping bloke. But here he goes. Keenan can change the whole show here.
All right, let's hear it, Australia. Keenan Derry, jump number 2. Comes in, big jump for Keenan. He goes out the front door. Wow. Come on, Australia, let me hear it. Keenan Derry, one more jump to go. He's fighting for a gold medal here in the jump event.
Wow, Ben, that was a ripper, eh? Just from the camera angle on the TV here from in the announcer's booth, mate, he had his hand so much higher on that jump. They were basically blocking, on the TV screen, they were basically blocking his face, and he didn't have that on the first jump. I took note of that. That one there, he had him up. That could have been a winning jump for sure. 26.1, it was enough. 26.1 metres. So Keenan's got one more jump. He's currently tied for third place at 24.8 with Franksy. Keith guaranteed, a medal, no doubt about that. And David Small is the 25.6 metres. I don't think Dave's safe though, Ben, at 25.6. I just don't
not
think
at all.
I think he needs to be knocking on the door at 27, because I think Keenan's still got one in him, mate. He did it in the first round, did it in the second round. I think he's got one in him, so I think Dave knows that it's not in the bag just yet. 25.6 mightn't be quite enough, mate.
I don't think so either, but I think Smallsy's ready to put some distance on his last jump there, Sansi. He's got one more to come. He's coming in now. I'm thinking he's going to be jumping 27.5 on this one. Let's see what Smallsy can do. Beautiful big jump from Smallsy. He lands it. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though, Sansi. Really tidy there, but not really high.
Yeah, it's going to be around that same distance, maybe that mid-25s to 26s, but I don't think it's 27 or 8. I think he's left the door open for Keenan Derry. Team Australia, right now, let's give it to Keenan Derry, the last jumper of this Lennox Fencing World Barefoot Waterski Championships. It's going to come down here. Dave.
Yeah, a 24.9 metre jump there for Smallsy. He's going to hold on to that 25.6, and now he's got no option but to sit here and watch as Keenan Derry gets one more jump to finish this world jump title here, Sansi. What do you think he's going to do?
Oh, mate, it's all in the bag now, mate. He's got to just got to unleash it. Hey, like, Dave's the only one who's gone outside that box of jumping today at 25.6, right? Look at it like this, 25.6, and then every other jumper, this is their scores, 24.9, 24.8, 24.7, and 24.8, you know what I mean? So, like, everyone is within that little window apart from Dave, so it's been a kind of weird day on the jump. I think that, being the tricks and the slalom over and the overall kind of in the bag, gone. It's just, that early jump by Keith, I reckon, has really affected this group of jumpers, buddy, and it happens. It does happen.
Yeah, so right now with one jump to go, Smallsy sitting in first place, 25.6. Keith St. Onge sitting in silver medal position with a 24.9. And we're tied right now, Benny Franks and who's tied with Benny Franks here?
Keenan, mate. The man on the water is in bronze position with Franksy.
That's right, yep.
Yeah, and Keith in silver and Dave in bronze. So, yeah, let's hope for an Aussie point of view that Keenan gets over 25.6.
Keith Dave and Benny TJ Keenan.
If he can't, he needs to jump more than 24.9. to knock Keith off, and that'll knock one of his very best mates off the podium. Keenan Derry, final jump.
Here he comes, folks. Give him a round of applause. Last jump of the tournament for Keenan Derry. He does it, but I don't know if that's going to do it, Sandsy. I think that was a high 24s. What do you think?
I think that might be enough to slot him into second place. That might be a little bit bigger than
I think
Keith,
so.
maybe, but it's not going to take the gold medal, I don't think, but we're going to wait. Let's see what happens. Currently, Dave Small, 25.6. Keith, 24.9, and then the 24.8s by the Aussie, Franks and Derry.
Keenan's in now. He just gave Georgia a hug. Keenan, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think on that last jump, mate? Was it enough? He's making out with Peter O'Neill. He's busy. Whoa, so we have a tie, Sandsy here. 24.9 meters from Keenan Derry. Keith St. Ange and Keenan Derry are going to take the silver medal. And I believe they split that one down the middle, Sandsy.
Man, and what happens to Benny Franks? No, Keenan just didn't knock one of his best mates off the podium, did he?
So that's a great statistic there for KSO, Sandsy. First round he ties with David Artson Jr. to make the semi-finals, and luckily Ava was nice enough to let him go through. In the semi-finals, he ties with Tom Heap through a jump-off at 25.2. And now in the finals, he ties with Keenan Derry with jump at 24.9 to take the silver medal here, the World Championships. Now, I do believe only 3 guys get on the podium. So we won't be seeing a bronze medalist up there. We're going to have David Small in gold medal position, 25.6. And Keith St. Ange, Keenan Derry tying the silver medal there, 24.9.
Hey Benny, Ben, just got a little bit of word from the judges' tower from over from Andy. As far as it stands, as we believe, Dave's got the gold at 25.6. Tied silver, Keith and Keenan at 24.9. And he tells me that Benny Franks does get the bronze medal at 24.8. Don't hold me to that. Let's just wait and hear. But just what you said before, I thought he was going to get knocked off. We only had 3 on the podium. We might be wrong, mate. We still might have 4 on the podium. So just confirming, if we have a tie for second, we still give the bronze medal to the third biggest jump. Franksy get bronze? No. So I've just had a little bit of a chat to the chief judge. They're going to go to the rule book. We're pretty sure there won't be a jump off for the silver, but we believe gold medal. So a bit of bad news here for Benny Franks, I think. I've just had confirmation.
So I got Keenan Derry down here, Sandsy. He's peeling off his wetsuit. Keenan, you got the silver medal there, it looks like, with a 24.9, but, mate, you still got the biggest jump of the tournament with a 26.7. How's it feel?
Yeah, mate, it feels pretty good. That was a PB for me out in the first round, so I was super stoked about that. But, yeah, just couldn't do it today.
Nah, mate. Hey, look, everyone was jumping a little smaller than they were the rest of the rounds. 24.9, still a huge jump. You still took the silver. David Small's not exactly an easy man to beat. Ask anyone but Keith St. Ange. He managed to do it in 2014. No one else has done it since or a long time before that. So, mate, well done on the silver medal. Congratulations. Great skiing this tournament.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Open men's jump. Finalists and champions.
Yep.
Let me read the rule out loud for everybody in case Jeff Davis is listening. Silver medal tie. In the event of a tie for the silver medal, all tied skiers shall be awarded a silver medal, but there shall be no bronze medal award.
Oh, man, that's hard luck for Benny Franks. Hey, him and Keenan are tight buddies. They roomed together at the Worlds. They're best mates. You know, Keenan had no option. Hey, Benny had to go for that 25-6 and go for gold. You know, like, you can't be thinking about, I need to save myself.